All right, what's going on, guys? Luke here. Quick one-to-one to start off the week, just to secure a quick winning day. As I said in the weekly outlook, like I just pretty much look for, like I de-risk and I just look for a winning day. I already have pretty much a max payout secured on my top steps, so like I was just like, what? I'm just gonna go for the winning days. Here are the executions right here, and yeah, decent little trade. Obviously could have held this, like dumped, and obviously if I was going ideal on this, like ideal risk and everything like that, I definitely would have held, probably towards this low at least. But it is what it is. That wasn't the objective today. So coming into the day, I was using these kind of like these 15-minute 30-minute bullish gaps as conditions. If they hold price, I was going to be looking for higher, but if we trade through them, I was looking for lower. We did have this bearish SMT, so I did say in the Discord, we have this bearish SMT. I potentially anticipate price to rebalance into these 30 minutes and then potentially continue higher. But obviously, since we use these 30-minute bullish gaps, like this one right here and this one right here as conditions, so if we trade through them, what can we do? We can look for shorts, right? So market initially opens up and we kind of get like a bit of a weird open. We come up, we sweep out the 930 wick, and then we just start displacing lower. Now, I didn't want to short here because we were in that higher time frame gap and we did have low resistance liquidity. Yes, we did have that SMT, like I said, but personally, I just kind of wanted to wait and see if we got something else. So from there, we end up trading down into this 30-minute gap right here. And at this point, there was actually a little decent setup for longs. I just got caught up. I was trying to wait for this 3-minute inversion. We did get it right here, but then we put in this top wick, so I kind of faded this. But I do think that this 1 minute displacing close at 950, you do get that 945 manipulation down, and then you get that displacing close, and then you probably could have just gotten away with like a quick 1-to-1. So from there, price comes up. We get this move down. I didn't want to short this right here just because, again, we were heading into 10 a.m. But if you do see, price did tap off a 5-minute gap right here. You can see we tapped into this 5-minute gap. We had a higher time frame bearish SMT, and then we got that 1 minute inversion right there. And you could have shorted back down to these lows, but I personally didn't like that just because of the time. From there, 10 a.m. obviously opens up and manipulates down. We get this leg up again. I don't know. I just personally wasn't a fan of this. We did generate this buy side right here, so I was a little bit hesitant. But when you back up and you look on the higher time frames, you can see that we are like more so, not on the higher time frames, but you can see that our draws are lower. Like we have this low, we have this low, we have London, we have Asia. So to me, it's just looking like we're building bearish structure in order to want to run through those lows on the lower time frame, if that makes sense. So for me personally, this was the entry I took, and this was more of a scalp entry. I honestly didn't think it was going to flush this aggressively, but I'm going to run through it really quick. So as we could see, and again, market opens up, we get that move down, we get this move up, we come down, we get this move up. We're failing to push higher. So what I'm thinking at this point is, okay, if you look on the 1 minute right here, we come up and we're respecting OTE, okay? We're also delivering out of this 1 minute bearish gap. That really doesn't matter, and we get this 1 minute inversion down. But what I like right here is that we have these kind of these relative equal lows right here, and they are resting right above this 3-minute gap right here. Obviously we did already tap into it at this point, but I'm okay. Maybe we want to come back down. Maybe we want to tag CE the 3-minute gap, because you can see we kind of left it open right there. So maybe we could see price run through, flush, maybe get one sweep lower, we could hit our TP, and then price wants to run higher. And if it doesn't, it's probably just going to continue to flush, but I'm very confident that I can at least get break even on this trade. And the other reason why I like this trade was because if we look at ES, so not only did we have a bearish SMT, again, ES came up and from these highs, ES also came up and took out these highs. And as we could see, NQ never took those out. So we had a bearish SMT there as well. And then if we pull the fib on ES, we could see that ES was respecting, OTE. And if you look at the same time of the entry, let me just make sure it's on the right exact time. One candle back here, we can see ES swept the highs, swept the highs, swept the highs. It has low resistance liquidity below. So personally, I'm thinking that NQ and ES will give at least one more flush lower, and then if it wants to run higher from there, it can, or if it wants to dump from there, it will. But I think I can at least get break even on this trade, and yeah, I was pretty confident in that. So again, higher time frame, I'll break it down from the top again, okay? Higher time frame bearish SMT, we could see NQ took out those highs, and we could see ES never took out those highs. Then from there, we have another bearish SMT. We could see that NQ failed to take out these highs up here, and we could see ES came up and took out those highs. So we have another bearish SMT. From there, we see that we're failing to push higher. We get a retrace to OTE. We get a respect of a 1 minute gap and a 1 minute inversion, relative equal lows below, and we have higher time frame draws and liquidity below. And then we look at ES at the same time. ES sweeps the highs, sweep the highs, low resistance liquidity below, and gives a strong 1 minute bearish close. So I'm confident that both can at least run to my break even, and then we'll see from there. So again, I take this entry, and this was at 1021. So I take this break even really quick at these relative equal lows, and I just got out just a little bit more than a 1-to-1. So it was like a 1.1R trade. My exit was 192.50, and that was literally it. Again, if this was an ideal trade on like an ideal day, wasn't a no news Monday, and I was looking for a full trade, I would have been trying to probably target at least these lows or these lows down here. I don't know if I would have left the runners down to London, but yeah, pretty solid. Like, I'm happy with this trade. Again, higher time frame bearish SMT. NQ takes those highs. ES takes the highs. NQ fails to take the highs. We get a retrace to OTE, respecting a 1 minute gap, 1 minute inversion, relative equal lows below. ES has repeatedly swept the highs, has low resistance liquidity below, and also gave a strong 1 minute close. I'm confident that I can at least get to my break even. So go quick break even at the relative equal lows, and yeah, that's it. And again, price just flushes from there. So we'll see what happens from London. So that's it for me, guys. Quick one to start the week off. We'll be back at it tomorrow. And that's it for me. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.